Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sports with Cameron. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the stuff that has recently happened in sports. There's a lot of stuff. There's been teams that have advanced in the NBA and NHL playoffs. Baseball has been going on pretty well. There's a lot of teams that had long winning streaks and then they lost. So there's that. And then also the NFL draft is a big thing to talk about. First, I'm going to talk about the NFL draft. I would say there was a lot of things that you could easily say about this draft. It was heavily quarterback based in the first round. Six quarterbacks went. First, it was Caleb Williams, then it was Jaden Daniels, and then it was Drake May. And then we had we had JJ McCarthy, and then we no before JJ McCarthy, it was Michael Penix Jr. A reach by the Atlanta Falcons. He is already 25 years old about, and by the time that he gets to play, and by the time Kirk Cousins' contract is up with the Vikings, he is going to be around 29 years old. That is not building around a rookie quarterback anymore. That is almost building around a quarterback that's halfway through his career. Because when you're 29 years old, that's usually what you're at. You're usually about halfway through your career when you're about 29 years old. So that was really an interesting pick there. Every Falcons fan I probably should have hated that. There's no way any Falcons fan should have liked that pick. If you traded back and did that, maybe in the second round, that would have been fine. Like, get another first round pick. Maybe you should have got Dallas Turner. If you traded back a little bit, got Dallas Turner or Roma Dunze was right there. Could have got Roma Dunze right before the Bears did, but you didn't. I don't know what that was. I'm a Patriots fan, as you could see. I am glad we got Drake May, and I'm glad that the Commanders passed on Drake May because Drake May, he is able to run and he's able to throw. He does not make dumb decisions, and he does not turn the ball over as easily as Jaden Daniels. I understand Jaden Daniels did win the Heisman, but I feel like Jaden Daniels, he's going to be able to compete with that roster around him because they did put some new pieces around him. Terry McLaurin is actually going to have a quarterback that seems like he knows how to throw the football. I hope Terry McLaurin has a good season because I know a Commanders fan, and I hope that he's finally going to be happy this year, but we'll see. You never know. It's going to be weird. Patriots definitely did surround Drake May with some talent. Javon Baker in I think it was like the fifth or sixth round, and then Jalen Polk in the second, and then we still have Kendrick Bourne, we still have Demario Douglas, we still have all these other players that can make impacts. So I believe this offense is significantly better than the offense that we had last year. I would say that there's other teams that did do good, like the Chiefs. They got Xavier Worthy. The Bills, they just love making the Chiefs better. They trade back from the 28th overall spot with the Chiefs. The Chiefs draft the fastest receiver in the league. Sometimes speed isn't everything, but with this receiver, he can take the top off of a defense. And I feel like this is the perfect player that needs speed because you go into Patrick Mahomes, you're not going to be able to let him overthrow you because how fast you are and Patrick Mahomes' arm strength, he is not going to be able to. He doesn't overthrow that many people. I'm pretty much sure he is glad he doesn't have to throw to Kadarius Toney as pretty much his wide receiver one. We don't know the whole thing with Rashee Rice. We don't know if he's going to play or not this season. He did turn himself in. I don't know if there's going to be a suspension. There probably should be because he did again a major car crash and flee the scene, and he had other stuff in the car. But that is for another time when there is more stuff about that. So now let's pretty much talk about the NBA and NHL playoffs and all that first. So first, as you can see here, we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. There have already been a couple sweeps, as you can see. One sweep right here, two sweeps right there, a gentleman sweep right there, and another one right here. The Thunder absolutely handed the Pelicans every single game. They were putting it to them. Shea was playing great. Jalen Williams was playing great. Chet was playing great, and Josh Giddey was playing great too. So I think West is gonna be really interesting, especially this series right here. I can't wait to watch this series. Honestly, I have the Timberwolves in seven. A lot of people aren't going to like that because, Nikola Jokic, but, Anthony Edwards, he is a great player. If a lot of people don't think that, I don't know what you're saying because Anthony Edwards, he took out the supposed big three that the Suns had. And before the season started, people had the Suns to win the championship. But it's kind of hard to win the championship when only two players are doing most of the scoring, and that would be Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Bradley Beal was nowhere to be seen in the last two games. In the early games, he was doing good, but they weren't doing enough to win the games. And that is just not enough when you are being paid so much money. He's pretty much just robbed the Suns because he didn't play too much. He barely played at the beginning of the season, and he played a decent amount towards the end of the season, but that's just what we have to wait till. And now we have now we have this is going to be a good one. We have the Clippers and the Mavs. I think the Mavs are going to finish it out. I think Dallas has pretty much ended them right there. And Dallas does get the home game to put it away. I think that the Dallas Mavericks are going to put them away tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's both the West series are going to be great. I think this is going to go six, and I think this is going to go six. I think the Timberwolves are going to move on, and I think the Maverick are going to move on in seven, actually. Maverick are going to move on in seven. I'm calling it. Little shaky with that pick, but I think it can happen. Next, we have the Pacers and the Bucks here. And then we have the Sixers and the Knicks. We don't know who's going to be playing who yet because the Knicks could easily be playing the Cavs or they could easily be playing the Bucks because the Celtics get the highest seed out of here. So they could either be playing the Pacers, 76ers, or the Magic. They wouldn't be playing the Cavaliers, Bucks, or Knicks. I think that the Celtics should be able to win that series, hopefully. Again, then get Kristaps Porzingis if they make it to the conference finals because he did hurt his calf a little bit. I forgot what the name of the injury was called, but it is a 1 to 3 week injury to return from. I think he's gonna be perfectly fine. There was no bad damage from the injury, so hopefully he does get back in time. And then I honestly want to see Knicks versus Bucks, a fully healthy Bucks team would be fun to watch against the Knicks. The Knicks have been playing great. But if not, then I think the Pacers and Knicks would also be a good series. I honestly would say the Knicks in seven against the Bucks and the Knicks in six against the Pacers. And then I would say the Celtics should be able to do it in 6 games, whoever they play, possibly five. As long as they don't play to the other team's level, I'm a Celtics fan too. We also play to the other team's level. I don't understand why, but they do. It does not make sense. They shouldn't be doing that. If they do, then they usually lose that game because they don't keep their foot on the gas. Hopefully, we're going to see. That is until then. I can't really speak much too more on it because I need to see who else they are going to play. Like this, I need to see the NHL playoffs too because the NHL second round is about to start soon. We have the Boston Bruins playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. They can hopefully put it away here. And then we have the Vancouver Ducks and the Nashville Predators. Oh no, Canucks. I mean Vancouver Canucks. I mean, and then Nashville Predators, and then we have the Dallas Stars and Vegas Golden Knights. I think most of those games play today. Hopefully Bruins can finally win a series. It feels like forever since we've been able to do that. And we're also playing our rival, and Austin Matthews isn't playing. And Jeremy Swayman has been playing great. And then that well, I forgot what that guy's name is for the Leafs, the backup goalie that they had. He played amazing. He played better than their starting goalie. I'm like, damn, this guy's really doing it like this to us. It doesn't really help when the Bruins had like 2 shots on goal in the first period and all that. Rangers absolutely killed the Washington Capitals. Didn't even really, you really didn't even see this much of this series because it's a blowout. You really don't see that much of these series when it's a blowout. They don't really talk about it that much. Like I've seen a decent amount of the Stars and Knights. I think the Knights are going to come back and win that. And then I think that the Vancouver Canucks are going to win their game too. And then they're going to play the Emotum Oilers. And then we have the Knights versus the Colorado Avalanche. Florida Panthers are a really good team. They absolutely killed the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup a couple years ago too, which is absolutely crazy to see that they got pretty much gentlemen swept right there. And then there's one sweep right there. So yeah, there's been like a couple gentlemen sweeps and then one sweep in the NHL. So we have to wait till this today when there is more of the NHL games. So far, there's going to be more. Everyone knows that there's going to be more of the games. And then we have to get to the MLB, sorry, MLB and NFL here, as you can see here. Not too much to talk about. I already talked about the NFL draft. Not too much after that really, but Bears are going to look like a good team. I personally think that even though I care less about the Bears, I think they're going to do good this season. And then we have a couple games to talk about with the baseball. We have pretty much all the games played today. Marlins beat the Rockies. Orioles beat the Yankees. Jeez, I cannot speak. Cubs beat the Mets beat the Cubs, sorry. And then the Giants beat the Red Sox and the Rangers beat the Nationals. And we're still waiting on the Guardians and the Astros. There is a bunch of teams that are leading their division. Let's look at the standings here. As you can see here, the Guardians are playing absolutely amazing. The Royals aren't too far behind. And then as you can see here, right here in the east right here in the east of the American League, we have the Red Sox, Yankees, and Orioles. I think this should be close. Hopefully the Red Sox come back and play better because they won 4 games in a row, and then they just lost right now to the Giants today. And then we have the Mariners. This is a really weak division, but I really do believe that the Rangers are going to come back and win that division easily. Mariners usually don't stay on strong. And then we have the Braves. I think the Braves are gonna win that division. And then I think the Brewers are gonna win that division, and the Dodgers are of course gonna win that division because they should with that super team they have. If they don't, that's pretty sad. So yeah, that's pretty much all I need to talk about today with baseball, with NHL, just quick little things to go over. If there's ever really big breaking news that I really do need to talk about, I'll make a quick video, but really none of it has been super crazy that I need to talk about. So yeah, we really just have to wait till first round of both playoff series are set, and then I can start talking about that. Until then, really can't talk about it too much. I really do want to talk about it. So until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out.